Yep, so you heard me correct. I nearly lost my exhaust the other day. I was coming out of work, and where I work the roads aren't great, and yeah, I heard my exhaust making some funny noises. Had a look underneath, and because there is no hanger on the centre section, it was kind of flexing and doing all this, which was causing the exhaust to separate. So let's go and get some parts to fix it, eh? I've been coming to this place for absolute years, but it's one of them places where if you ever have a bit of a problem, they're always happy to help you out. So we were having a look at like these one-off engine mount things where you can kind of put it up to the rubber mounts, and they basically said they don't do them. No, if I could get hold of one, it won't really work. The only thing I could do is re-weld the original hangers, what I chopped off last week. But I mean, I've got a welder, I could do that, but I just cannot be bothered going through the hassle of having to do all that. So we come up with another solution, and that was this thing. And if you remember the clamp which I took off the Corsa standard back box last week, is a bit narrower than this, because what's happening is as I'm going around the bend, because there's only the one bolt, the exhaust is kind of like flexing in it. But what this will do is it will bolt both sides on, so that should hopefully stop the blowing coming from there, and also make that pipe where I've joined it a lot more rigid as well. You could weld it, but you know, this is, you can see the size of this thing, this is proper heavy duty, so I think that will stop the blowing from that. And then just to obviously be even safer, I've bought one of these as well for the back box, because the back box is just pushed onto it, which is fine, but you know, it's not blowing from there. But I thought, whilst I'm in there, I might as well pick one of these clamps up as well, so we can clamp the back box onto that pipe as well. Right guys, so we're at the unit now. I thought just before I work on the car, I'm going to show you what this part's going to do. So we have the standard centre section where I chopped off the other day, and then obviously that's where I cut it, and then I use that other piece there. If you don't remember, watch the other video. So what this bit's going to do is obviously slide over there, and then the other piece will connect onto that then. Basically the same sort of thing what I've already got under there, apart from that one is about yay big, and then obviously this pipe is just flexing. So with this being wider and bolting onto both parts of the exhaust, should hopefully stop that from flexing. So what we got to do now is go and jack up the car, get under the car, and go and get this fitted. But I've left most of my tools at home and my jack at home, so I'm going to have to use my rubbish jack. It's always fun at this place. Let's crack on with that. This was the bit I was talking about here. So as you can see, it's obviously quite narrow, and then what's happening is obviously because that's the hangers are chopped off, and the other hangers are meant to be down at the bottom there, but because they're not there, obviously when this is flexing, that's moving backwards and forwards. You can't really see it on the video, but it has got a bit of play in it, even though it's tight, because it's obviously only got the one bolt. So what we'll do is we'll knock this off. Because it's got so much exhaust space to make. We'll knock this off, and then we'll replace it with this one here. As you can see the size difference, and then hopefully that will stop that bit of flexing. Let's crack on with that. Just by loosening this off, you can kind of see just how much it's sagged already. So it just goes to show just how much of a big, you know, structural part of the exhaust this part plays. We'll get this off, we'll get the other bit on, and I reckon we might be on to a winner. See here as well the size difference of the two. So obviously that's the original one. So it's a good, I'd say a third, yeah, I'd say about a third bigger than that. And then obviously the inside of this one as well, focus, is it's only this one little sleeve here in the middle that actually seals it. So when it's obviously wiggling around and it's coming out of that seal, that's probably the reason why it's blowing as well. Where this one's obviously, it's sleeved all the way through. So let's get this on. And there you have it. So I can already tell now, since putting that on, it's all tightened up. It's so much stiffer. There's absolutely no flex in it whatsoever. I also put a bit of exhaust gasket sealant in there as well, just because, I mean, I know this is very tight, but it's better being safe than sorry. So that's now all nipped up. Oh, it's so stiff. It's awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to fit this little guy here on the back box. So that's
centre section bracket thing done, and then we've just put this one on the back box here as well. I've had to put it on a bit of an angle just because this side is really close to the heat shield, and when I put it on straight it was touching up against it, so I've put that on a bit of an angle like that, which is fine. That's nice and tight and all nipped up, so hopefully now we won't have any more blowing. Jobs are good and fixed it, I think. I've also gave it a bit of a wiggle test as well. I've noticed that where it's knocking is just that part of the subframe there. I don't think there's really all that much I can do about that, but I mean, it takes I'm shaking the hell out of this and it's still not knocking, so it's a lot better than what it was. Oh, thank God I fixed that. So cheers for watching, guys. Sorry this is a bit of a short random video, but you know, it's one of them. Until next time, see y'all later. Laters.